It's interesting that moment in comedy when I guess you sort of first break out, that there's almost like a parallel to the 70s punk moment where the technology was finally available for people to kind of be control of their own destinies, like to make their own art, put it out without having, like in the same way the photocopier and the tape deck allowed punk to kind of disseminate its music. It feels like comedy had a moment where, because of social media, because of YouTube, because of these platforms, which didn't require you getting on TV or didn't require getting into a comedy club or booked by the right person, like you could kind of build your own fan base in the same way punk was able to do that with its kind of technologies.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, so I went to college. I went to USC. I incidentally, like my freshman year of college, um, there was a fire in San Diego, and so all of my records and my equipment burned with the fire in my dad's home. But it was like almost within a week, I auditioned for the improv sketch group on our campus, and it almost felt symbolic in some way that I'm sort of going to transition into thinking more about this and pursuing this. Um, but yeah, by the mid aughts, sort of you became aware of people putting up videos on the internet, and there was the camera we used was this Panasonic, I believe DVX 100B, which was one of these pretty ubiquitous digital camera that has a very specific look and looks of that time, and it was really special just being with my friends and making videos, and then I think 2006 maybe YouTube um, came into existence, and it was sort of timed perfectly when I was leaving college, and so we started uploading there. But it's funny, we one of our very first tours, we did one college. I think we did a bar in New York. We did a bar in somewhere in Connecticut, and to note, I mean, like maybe three people showed up, and I feel like those three people were connected to a random bar we had gone to 3 hours prior to be like, hey, we're doing a show. So it was very DIY. And during that trip, I was reading Our Band Could Be Your Life. So I was definitely thinking of um, that whole idea of the punk ethos and like doing it yourself and trying to make it as accessible for everybody as possible. It was definitely very inspirational.